News from around the globe. Hot, fresh, balanced and objective. On Unity.
Hello and welcome to News Hour on Unity TV. Today is Monday, 19th of June 2023 and it's equivalent to 4th of Zulhijjah 1444 after Hijrah. The headlines. Subsidy Labour threatens strike, resumes talks with federal government. Plateau government imposes 24-hour curfew in local government over terrorist attacks. Sultan declares June 19, Zulhijjah, 4th of June 28, Eid al-Adha. And on the foreign scene, fear, grief after 41 dead in brutal Uganda school attack. And in sports, Osimhen scores brace as Nigeria beats Sierra Leone to clinch AFCON 2023 ticket. And those were the headlines. And for details and more of the stories, I am Rukayat Sani Ibrahim. Ahead of the meeting between the federal government and the organized labor scheduled to hold today, Monday, the Nigerian Labour Congress has said the government must meet its demand to cushion the effects of the first subsidy removal. The union, through its vice president Adewale Adeyanju, threatened that it will not hesitate to call out workers for industrial action, adding that it only suspend its planned strike. It stated that the high cost of fuel was inflicting unbearable hardship on Nigerians, adding that the government must act fast with respect to providing palliatives, as the NLC said it was expecting an increase in the minimum wage from 30,000 naira to 150,000 naira. The federal government and labor unions met on June 5, 2023 with a resolution to reconvene on June 19 to agree on the implementation framework of the resolutions reached. The former Speaker of the House of Representatives and current Chief of Staff to the President, Femi Gbajabiamila, who led the government side, had disclosed these at the end of the meeting between Labour and government represented at the Presidential Villa, Abuja. Authorities in the Mangu local government area of Plateau on Sunday evening declared a 24-hour curfew in the council area. The chairman of the interim management committee in the local government area, Marcos Artu, who announced the curfew in a statement on Sunday evening, said all movement on motorcycles have also been banned until further notice, noting that only security personnel and workers on essential duty are allowed to move. It was learned that the declaration of the curfew followed a fresh invasion of some communities in the area by terrorists. Although the exact number of casualties recorded in the affected communities could not be verified at the time of filing this report, sources said the terrorists invaded about 4 communities in the local government area, including Mangu town, and killed several residents, while several houses were also burnt. The lawmaker representing the Mangu South constituency, Bala Fwanji, who spoke with newsmen Sunday night, confirmed the development. The spokesman for the Plateau State Police Command, Alabo Alfred, could not be reached when contacted on the fresh attacks in Mangu communities, but the police command had earlier deployed its mobile units to the troubled local government area and other areas in the state in a bid to protect the people from further attacks by terrorists who had persisted in the past months. Some bandits have invaded Dorei in Zaria local government area of Kaduna State on Saturday night, killing a Fulani chief, Ardan Birni, KYA of Zazzau Emirate Alhaji Shuaibu Muhammad and his 4 children. The wife of the deceased, Malama Halima Shuaibu, said the Ardo was brought out of his bedroom and shot twice on his head. She added that the bandits went from room to room in the compound and killed her 4 children who were married with children. She also said after attacking the compound, the bandits also roasted over 100 cattle. Also narrating the ugly incident, the only survivor of the attack among Ardo's children, Abdurrahman Shuaibu, said the bandits shot 2 other people on their way out of the village. When contacted, the Kaduna State Police Command Public Relations Officer Muhammad Jaligay said he had yet to get the details of the incident from the DPO, Zaria City. A 13-year-old boy, Khalifa Umar, have been shot dead by gunmen who invaded Jama'ari Market in Jama'ari local government area of Bauchi State. It was reported that the gunmen also abducted one Alhaji Samaila Magaji and injured 2 others on Saturday night. A resident of Jama'ari said people were surprised by the attack because it was new to them and Jama'ari has no nearby forest. The police public relations officer in the state, Ahmad Wakili, who confirmed the incident on Sunday to newsmen, said on receiving a distress call, police operatives went to the crime scene, rescued the injured persons and took them to the hospital. It was gathered that the victim's body have been released to the family for burial according to Islamic rites, and Bauchi State Commissioner of Police has directed the area commander to make frantic effort to rescue the victims and apprehend the culprits that perpetrated the attack. The convoy of former Imo State Governor Rochas Okorocha was attacked on Friday by gunmen, leaving a police officer dead. The convoy of the former governor was attacked at the Ihube community on the Okigwe-Enugu Expressway, confirming the killing of the police officer and the assassination attempt on him. Okorocha said that he was sad that his convoy could not be attacked with a security agent killed in his own state. One of the aides of the former governor who spoke to newsmen said 2 other security agents were kidnapped by the attackers but were released the same day. Police operatives in collaboration with vigilantes and hunters killed 5 terrorists and arrested one of their notorious leader when they raided their camps in Batsari and Jibia local government area of Katsina State on Saturday. Spokesman Katsina State Police Command Abubakar Sadiq in a statement yesterday said the operation was led to the officers in charge of the C Anti-Kidnapping Unit and Special Investigation Branch SIB. The combined team, according to Sadiq, raided and dislodged several camps of the suspected terrorists at Marake, Garinyara and Garinlabo villages, all in the Batsari local government area of the state. Sadiq, who gave the identity of the suspect, said terrorists arrested as Abubakar Idris disclosed that 38 cows, 40 sheep and 65 goats were recovered in the course of the operation. The Sultan of Sokoto and President of the Nigerian Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs NSCIA, Alhaji Muhammadu Saad Abubakar III, has declared today, June 19, 2023, as the 4th day of Zulhijjah 1444 after Hijrah. This is contained in a statement Sunday night from the Council. Similarly, reports said that the Supreme Court of Saudi Arabia had on Sunday announced that Monday, June 19, as the 4th day of Zulhijjah after sighting the moon crescent in the kingdom on Sunday night. The Saudi Arabia Apex Court said Arafat Day falls on Tuesday, June 27, while Wednesday, June 28 will be the 4th day of Eid al-Adha. The whereabouts of a yet-to-be-identified mother, her baby, and 6 other persons, including a man identified simply as Umar, have reportedly been unknown after flood induced by a heavy downpour washed them away in the Agege area of Lagos State. It was gathered that during the heavy downpour on Thursday, flood overran a canal around the abattoir area in Agege and it's leveled up to the bridge, making it impassable for motorists and residents to navigate their destinations in the area. A resident who spoke his name simply as Wasiu said as the flood was washing the mother and her child away, another resident, Umar, attempted to rescue the mother and her child by jumping into the flood, adding that the currents of the flood washed the 3 of them into the canal. However, another resident who gave his name simply as Bami Dele said 2 tricycles were involved in the incident. He added that while one of the tricycle operators escaped, the other tricycle operator and his passengers were swept away by the flood. The chairman, Aurelia Gege, Local Council Development Area, Jensen Babatunde, when contacted, confirmed the incident. And on the foreign scene, grieving families prepare to bury their dead in western Uganda on Sunday, while others desperately search for loved ones still missing after militants killed dozens of students in a school attack. Officers say at least 41 people, mostly students, were massacred on Friday in the worst attack of its kind in Uganda since 2010. Victims were hacked, shot and burned in the late-night raid on Lubiriha Secondary School in Pondwe, which lies less than 2 kilometers from the border with the Democratic Republic of Congo. Pope Francis offered a prayer on Sunday for the young student victims of the brutal attack that has shocked Uganda and drawn condemnation from around the globe. Ugandan authorities have blamed the Allied Democratic Forces, a military of Congo, and are pursuing the attackers who fled back towards the border, abductees in captivity. And in sports, 2 goals from has helped Super Eagles defeat Sierra Leone 3-2 to qualify for the 2023 Africa Cup of Nations with 1 game to spare. The 3rd goal for Nigeria in the game played at the Samuel Kani Stadium in Monrovia, Liberia on Sunday was scored by Kelechi Ehenacho. Nigeria now topped the group with 12 points from 5 games followed Guinea-Bissau with 10 points. On Nations League, however, Dani Carvajal chipped home a penalty to win Spain the Nations League on Sunday with a 5-4 shootout victory over Croatia after a tense match finished 0-0 following extra time. Spain goalkeeper Unai Simon denied Lavro Meyer and Bruno Petkovic from the sport before Carvajal checkily chipped home to end La Roja their first 2012 and break Croatia heart. And with the sport news, we've come to the end of our bulletin for today. You can follow us on our social media handles at Facebook, Instagram and Twitter at Unity Radio FM TV, respectively. You can also watch us live on the satellite decoder Butersat, which has been watched in about 38 countries of the world free. You can also watch us and stream us live on our YouTube channel at Unity FM TV. I am Rukayet Sani Ibrahim. Thanks for watching and enjoy the rest of our programs.
I was the head boy in my primary school, senior prefect and best graduating student in my secondary school, but drug abuse almost ruined my life.
I was on an average of 2 grams of cocaine per day.
I was taking 8 ampoules of pentazosine daily.
European shisha, cocaine.
I became a user, a dealer and a gangster.
I saw other users drowning. I knew I didn't want to be like them, but I was already trapped.
My family disowned me.
My employment was terminated.
I sold my car, sold my house. I'll go out well-dressed and return shoeless, shirtless in exchange for drugs.
I was saying things that were not real, and I once stabbed myself because I felt something crawling under my skin.
I contacted NDLEA and started therapy.
I spent 3 months in therapy.
I spent 8 months.
It's easy to relapse, but your mind has to be stronger than the cravings.
Drugs does not love you. You are not the one using drugs. Drugs are the one using you. Say no to drug abuse.
Unity.